everybody, and welcome back to an episode of Last Day on Earth. Today we're returning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with some brand spanking new unlocks at the laboratory. Some building over there that we gotta do, and today, I don't know, they may not involve a little bit of the submarine, I don't know. It's just gonna be one of those types of videos, so y'all better freaking put your patooties in some seats, maybe pop some popcorn or something like that, because we got an absolute banger of a video coming your way, and there is no better way to start off a banger than with a raid, because as all great Last Day on Earth videos must have, we've got to go break into somebody's house and steal their stuff, because listen, at the end of the day, it's just a part of the open world survival experience, man. What survival game doesn't have raids? Exactly. Let's get to raiding. And y'all may or may not have noticed we are rocking a little bit of a new motorcycle as well. We are rocking the Ghost Rider motorcycle from the Season 35 pass, and I must say it is looking pretty mighty fine if you ask me, but fingers crossed that where we are heading is gonna be looking even finer. Fingers crossed that player 8508 has a banger of a raid, because I want loot, man. I'm a little bit spoiled because just the other day we got a jackpot raid on the stream, and dude, I feel like it's been a while since we had a jackpot raid, and we walked home with an inventory full of pistols. Hopefully we can do that yet again at our compadre player 8508, and if not, then you know, I suppose we'll be serving depression up on a silver platter, because that is what I am going to feel if I do not get this raid. Just kidding. I mean, I don't think it'll be that drastic, you know, but holy mumbo, you have got to be kidding me. This is not a promising beginning. Okay, but the middle. Oh, dude, that started off like a bad sandwich. The bread wasn't looking good. The beginning was looking kind of mad, but the meat is looking exquisite. And oh, it's even got some steel. Okay. We might be cooking in this kitchen, baby. And as we prepare to loot the heck out of this base, that also reminds you of some of the incredible loot you are able of acquiring, and none other than Raid Shadow Legends, which is honestly one of my favorite parts of the game, because as you're recruiting incredible champions, upgrading and progressing them, and then going to battle with them, all the while collecting incredible loot along the way, it truly does tickle my fancy. And I think that it will for you too, because the progression that you are able to do throughout Raid Shadow Legends truly is one of my favorite parts, being able to see and acquire some of these incredible champions and then actually progress them, level them up, get them better equipment, better loot, so they can go and be even more destructive in battle. And speaking of champions, in case you weren't aware, Raid's got nearly 700 of them. And amongst this insane collection of champions, my top 3 favorites for the current season, because as y'all know, you know, it's the Valentine's season, the season of love, and there actually are Saint Valentine's themed heroes in the game, and my top 3 have definitely got to be Karato, Astrolon, and of course, how could we forget Cupidus? And it isn't only the Valentine's season in real life, it's also Valentine's season in Raid, because love is in the air and new players can enjoy a special Valentine's Day themed adventure with the Raid Love Quest. All that you gotta do is download Raid Shadow Legends from the links in the very tippity top of the description or the QR code, copy your in-game player ID, and then head over to raidlovequest.plarium.com. From there, enter your player ID and set out on this heartfelt quest running from February 14th to March 14th, where you can play one of the Valentine themed mini games for a chance to win some fantastic in-game and real-life prizes, including Valentine's Day themed raid champions and even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. And no worries, if you're already playing Raid, then you can still share in the love too. Go to raidlovequest.plarium.com to find a special promo code that everyone can use to get a small Valentine's gift from Raid to you. And on top of that, like usual, Raid's got a ton of cool events going on to jump into this month, including the Forge Pass Season 7, more events where you can earn anniversary points as a part of the 3-month-long 4th anniversary Titan event, and so much more. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click my link at the very tip of the top of the description or scan my QR code here on the screen, and you'll get unique bonuses worth $35, including the free epic champion Jotun and other useful stuff. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and get to it from the link at the top of the description. I want to say huge thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring the video and supporting the channel. So here's the thing, right? I've kind of gotten used to this base design here, and by the looks of it, this appears like a base that someone kind of began with like the original 3x3 and then kind of expanded out into this like side section, where usually in this like little 4x2 area is going to be the motorcycle building progress and also the gun workbench, which usually means that there's not going to be anything there. So we are going to be dropping a little bit of explosives on this door over here, knocking very kindly, bada bing, bada boom. We're in, and it does not appear like we are into the steel part of the base quite yet, but we will be working our way over there because I do believe there is a way into this base. But first, let's break into this and let's go, baby. That might not be an inventory full of guns, but woo! I hear zombies. Hold up. I'm way too busy getting up in my feelings. I forgot that we have actually got to fend off ourselves against some of these dudes. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. Goodbye, floaters. Goodbye, zombies. And all right, peace and quiet. So, we can appreciate the beauty that is found inside of this chest. Some shot and good raid, which is definitely going to be coming handy in some of today's later shenanigans. We got a little bit of pistol drizzle, 2 full durability Kalashnikovs, a flare gun, 2 Winchesters. Honestly, the fact that we got 2 Kalashnikovs out of this, kind of crazy. I was not expecting that great of a return, but hey, we got it, so we'll roll with it. We got another chest over here. Let's go and see what's up inside of this one. And I got 3 berries, and then inside of the chest, we got bang! We love to see that. We got 3 steel plates coming our way, and some aluminum and other stuff like that. I mean, I could grab some other things here, but I want at least ruin our inventory. And I'll go ahead and get a little gobble down some of those berries too, because listen, we don't want to hold on to the berries and turn them into tea. That would just be wasteful. But my sources, my insider sources from the CIA tell me that there is a way into this steel base, but that involves some more explosives. Locally, thanks to all of the battle passes and whatnot that we do have a nice little buildup of high explosives in our inbox. So I was able to go ahead and grab a few of these, and let's get to blowing, baby. And we're gonna go ahead and begin with not that box, bro. I wanted to blow up this wall. Thank you. Just go ahead and throw a little bit of high explosive up on this, and without further ado, bada bang, bada boom. We are in, and there is, as you can see here, and you can even tell this like on the exterior. Oh no, we got some more freaking zombies coming our way. Let's definitely go ahead and take these schmucks down before they get too close up into our business. We should have plenty of pistol drizzle to go ahead and take these fellas down. And of course, Lexi is helping us out with her new and improved True Friend abilities. Because if you guys do not know, we recently did a bunch of dog breeding, and we did not manage to get another True Friend, but we did manage to get some better dogs to pair with Lexi. So now she does 19 damage a hit thanks to all of the leader perks that we have on our other pups. So pretty freaking cool. But you know what else is pretty freaking cool? Look at this exterior here. You can see that there are steel walls and then stone walls here. So we will be able to break into this area with just one well-placed explosive right over here, and this steel part of the base is gonna be ours. So without further ado, bada bing, bada boom, and yeah, ha ha ho 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 ho. I feel like Santa Claus here because ho ho ho. This has a lot of chests. Will we be able to break into all of these before the big one appears? However, I do not believe so. That is one slight complication. Now, from some of the raid research we have performed, I got a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. Depends on if you're a glass half full, glass half empty type of person. The good news slash bad news is that most of these chests are actually empty and do not really contain much quality loot. This one's a bit of an exception. This one should actually have some pretty solid stuff up inside of it, but a lot of these other chests really do not have much to show for it. But this one, oh, it is the party chest, as you can see. But also the main thing that I want, I mean, I might take the party back home, you know. But no, the main thing was that weapon crate that we were able to find up inside of that chest is definitely something that we wanted. And yo, y'all better get up out of my beeswax, because listen, there ain't enough beeswax for the 3 of us over here, toxic abominations, and not even for 2 of us actually. So you 2 have got to die, because I'm definitely the one that survived. See you later, sayonara, alligator. We did break into this chest. Nothing inside of that one, unfortunately. We did get this little chest here, so let's open it up and see if we got some good luck coming our way. Without further ado, bada bing, bada boom. Katana, I'll take it. Could be better, could be worse, you know. I don't know. I'll live with that. Chow down on a little bit of that carrot stew and have a little bit of water as well while we are at it. And then up inside of this chest, I mean, we got to fill our inventory up with something, and I could just store a bunch of this stuff over inside of the bar that we have at home, so it kind of works out. And I suppose I could go ahead and grab some of that. This chest might have something. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'll take the wrench and some more hatchets. Why not? I mean, those will come in handy. Go ahead and gobble down some of that water, and then we'll grab the rest of that. If I needed more oak, this would be a decent one to go ahead and grab a little bit of oak too, but I have so much oak back at home, I'm really not too stressed about that. Although, I suppose I could go and throw a few things up into our motorcycle, which is actually something we should be doing anyway. Yo, speaking of something we should be doing anyway, we should have them going over into the calendar and making our way over to the supply event, because we got a little opening over here to do some high-value cargo from the stream that we were doing just the other day. What are you talking about? Thursday, Starsnipe, we were live every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Playing some Last Earth, having a ball, having a blast. Link near the top of the description and the pinned comment. We are playing Last Earth every single week, same time, same place, over there with the face cam on. We got the live chat rolling for some awesome bonus Last Earth content coming here. That's actually the raid, or that's the stream where we actually got really lucky with our raid, because we also do some raids on the streams, and got a jackpot raid. So y'all definitely want to pop on over. Great way of starting the weekend every single freaking weekend. If you guys do not already know, Twitch.tv/Starsnipe schedule will be able to go in and help you out if you don't know the time zone that is for you, because time zone's gonna be confusing, and 6 p.m. Eastern time is a totally different time if like you're in India or Germany or something like that, because time zones and whatnot. But that link should also be able to help you out. But anyways, yeah, y'all know if you want to go ahead and pop on over there. We were able to also build up some supply, and from our shenanigans we got up to there, let's go ahead and open this puppy up, and we're gonna be getting one of these 3 things. I'll take the glass just because I have like so much of the other 2, and that one's like a little bit more rare than the others. The extra stuff just gets sent over there, but this is actually gonna be good because we are gonna be getting up to some nonsense today, which will be we'll be able to go ahead and collect some points throughout the nonsense that we get up to today as well. But our motorcycle down here at the bottom is gonna be the perfect place for us to go ahead and store some of these things that we have just collected, because this is a raid that we got from the raiders, which means that we need to pay the piper. All right, they told us where the raid is. They want their share of the cut. They want their cut of the loot, all that jazz. Well, guess what? We can hide some of our stuff in our motorcycle, and that is stuff that they will not consider when they're considering how much that they ask for. So whatever's in there is kind of just stays nice and tucked away. So it's a nice little cheeky way of doing things. Now we still got a little bit more room up in our inventory here to go and fill up with stuff. Is there anything else in this chest that I want to grab? Maybe no, I looted the heck out of that thing. That was a gun chest. Was it this one that I was thinking of that might still have a few things? Yeah, I mean nothing really too crazy. I might get some plastics and some glue. Why not that other stuff? I already have so much of this stuff, but hey, I'll take what I can. I'll fill up the inventory a little bit, and then as of curiosity, I suppose we could go ahead and start breaking down some of these other chests until the big one decides to make his appearance. But then we are gonna skiddity scat our way out of here, because I do not want to be around when the big one sticks around, because the longer that the big one is around, the stronger that he becomes. Star, what are you talking about? Every single time the big one swings, bro, it's like he's getting a bigger pump every single time, and he keeps on becoming more and more powerful. And eventually he will be able to do enough damage to kill you in one hit, which is not a very good thing. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna break and soften up some of these chests over here just to show y'all what I'm talking about. I don't know if we're gonna be able to break into every single one of these before the big one starts to get out of hand. I do only have 5 medical kits on me, so we got to be a little bit careful. So let's go ahead and let's get to breaking into some of these and seeing what we can find. I'll go ahead and take a little bit of that turkey, I suppose, a little bit of that, you know, why not? And then the big one is already making his way over here, and we actually do not have the best armor. And okay, we're gonna go ahead and suffer a few hits here. We're gonna check that thing out, and all right, we already have the big one doing a little more damage than I'm comfortable with it. Okay, I've lost my shirt. We definitely want to get out of here now. I forgot that I did not necessarily bring the highest durability armor over here. Yeet, bear roll the heck out of there, and no thank you. I'm happy with the loot that I got. See you later. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen to our raiding brethren, and let's go. Actually, a solid raid, man. I was really crossing my fingers for that. It wasn't no jackpot raid like we had during the stream, but hey, I'm still pretty stoked about that. Still pretty happy about that. Let's go and put some of this stuff away. Goodbye, player 8508. Thank you for your generosity. I highly appreciate that, and hopefully y'all are appreciating the video and having a great time, and hopefully having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing variety that only keeps on getting better from here on out, whether that be from the video, bring you a smile, bring you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers that indeedly do. That's exactly what the joy do, because nothing else brings a smile to a face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or any of the above, all of the above. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to spread a little bit of cheer, spread a little bit of joy, because nothing makes me happier than knowing that hopefully I might be able to make someone else out there happy a little bit. And boom, we're gonna put all that stuff away, and as you can see, this bar was perfect, and we have got quite a lot of whiskey stored up in here, man. I mean, we just got to get some coke, and we'll have Jack and Cokes for days. We got some stuff over here. Boom, we can go ahead and put away, and then we are gonna want to make our way, meander our way over to the motorcycle that we have acquired to grab all of the guns out of here. And it also is time. Oh no, we must pay the raiders. But guess what? I know a way for the raiders to get ripped off. If you are raider watching this, turn off this video. This video is not for you if you work for the raiders. But if you like to raid and rip off the raiders, stay tuned, because check this out. The raiders, they want stuff. You know what is the best stuff you can offer to the raiders? I mean, you can give them some of the stuff you actually got, but guess what? There is something better. There is something known as modified food and spears. And this is literally the most efficient way of ripping off raiders. These things take 3 wood to craft. Once you have mods unlocked and save a configuration for your spear, it'll automatically get crafted with these mods. And something about modded weapons, man. They are in awe at the power of this spear. So essentially, think of it this way. We're giving them 3 pieces of wood with a little flare of modded on top of it, you know, modifications. And boom, seems true. They have never been happier, and a pleasure doing business with your raiders. Glad that you are a part of the Putty Stick Egg. Oh, that is right, that is right. That is why that we are able to rip them off ever so gracefully. Now, I need some clothes. I gotta put some stuff away. Give me a second. And a lickety splits before we do head out. Just want to make sure that we grab a little bit of food and a little bit of drink from the fridge store. Where are we heading out to? Why do you have shotgun rain up in your inventory? Let's go ahead and put that in our hand, where it's gonna be a little more effective than just being in our inventory. That is because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the shotgun rain needs to be spread at none other than the Crooked Creek Farm. There's currently an event going on where we can get a little bit of points, all right, towards the battle pass, which is good. There's stuff in the battle pass that we want, and the shotgun also does 25% more damage, and we literally have to deal 1,000 damage with it. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun at the farm. We're gonna keep it pretty lickety split, all right? Because listen, if you're using shotgun rain at a, I'm not gonna say it's an easy location, but an easier location, such as the farm, all right, it's almost as if you left a window, just a crack open. You can feel a bit of a breeze. Start, what are you talking about? It's easy breezy, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna absolutely cruise through this like we are on an ocean lining cruise. And we're gonna have a ball over there. So Crooked Creek Farm. Hi, you darn. Well, Star, but why are you bringing the katana? Because there is a certain enemy that we can literally just absolutely mollywallop with the katana and have a great time with. And specifically, 1 full durability katana is usually enough to take them down. You'll see what I'm talking about. And you know what else you can see what I'm talking about? You know how else you can always see what I'm talking about? By making sure you're subscribed with that notification bell to stay in the loop with all things last in the hours. As soon as anything new does come to the game, we are always checking it out absolutely ASAP and showing off absolutely all that there is about it. And while you're at it too, don't forget to smash that like button, because listen, I'm a YouTuber, all right, and YouTubers, our life force actually comes from likes. If the video doesn't get likes, I might die. And that wouldn't be very cash money, so y'all should just go ahead and do that, and especially if you're liking the video or something like that. Let me know in that comment section as well how y'all are enjoying the video and having a ball and having a blast, especially, hey, all right, keep those Twitter fingers ready to go, because when we get to the port and we got this, we got some stuff to show y'all over there, I'm definitely gonna wanna hear what y'all think about that. But first things first, without further ado, hello, rotten yokel, shotgun rain. We just did 90 damage to that mother trucker. We got him dancing, but he's dead. He's that excited. And you know what? I'm excited too. Shotgun rain. Some stay dry, the yokels feel the pain. Shotgun rain. Another giant takes the bullet train. Shotgun rain. Oh man, it's just such a thing of beauty. How we doing on damage? Already halfway there. We gotta go and take down a few zombie. Oh my god, I love that. That's another thing about the shotgun, and it's just so overkill. And again, just another reason why the shotgun is the greatest weapon known to last day on Earth kind. It is one of the only weapons in last day on Earth that literally has the power to decapitate every one of your limbs. Start decapitate it. You decapitate heads. Listen. No. Okay, this is even better. All right, because it's so overkill. It also decapitates your arms and your legs. Sorry, that's not decapitation. That's delimification, or another scientific term. Well, listen, decapitation sounds dramatic. We're sticking with it. All right, and if you disagree, then you might just get a little bit of shotgun rain yourself too. So be careful. Oh my god, it's just so glorious. Like, come on, man. How can you not love watching zombies' limbs literally get torn apart, limb from limb? Oh baby, and there you go. We just got 1,000 points towards the battle pass, please, and thank you. I appreciate that, especially because we did cop the premium side. And at level 33 on the battle pass, if you guys do not know, this appears to be actually like a little bit of a recurring theme. Shotgun rain. Actually, dude, now that I'm thinking about it, instead of taking out all these zombies one by one, We should shotgun rain them the proper way at the farm. Sorry, what are you talking about? All right, give me like, I don't know, a minute, probably a few minutes here. All right, and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about, because thanks to the power of shotgun rain and our active skill mod ability attached to this thing, the spread shot, well, if you haven't seen the spread shot in action, you're in for a treat, all right? You're gonna be like a kid in a candy shop in for an absolute treat. But first, we do need to find wherever the heck wherever the heck the chest is that we are looking for. And currently, I don't quite know where that chest is, so I want to like ideally try to like not mess with too many zombies along the way. All right, I want to keep as many zombies alive as possible. Why? For efficiency reasons, all right? Okay, and we just angered about 50 of them, so that's unfortunate. Here's what we're gonna do a little bit of a barrel roll. We're gonna go and get us some shotgun rain up into our inventory, and we're just gonna say to heck with it. Let's get a little party together, all right? Come one, come all. Yes, come this way, this way. Lexi's already taken some of them out. Lexi, I appreciate the support here, but listen, I just want to get as many zombies together as possible, because we're gonna blast with a little bit of shotgun rain. Some snake trap. Others feel the pain. Yes, sir, that is right. The power of the shotgun rain. The spread shot. It is one of the only area of effect attacks you can do in the game that will just absolutely mollywallop everyone in its path, doing the full damage of the shotgun to everyone in its path, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And shotgun rain, as you can see, it is very effective at taking out large crowds of zombies. Now, I was hoping to have a bigger crowd, a bigger audience today, but I suppose we'll have to do with this. And I mean, honestly, here's the thing. I could keep on checking their dead bodies. I'm probably not gonna have anything too crazy though, so I'm just gonna kind of like give up on that. I do definitely want to find the that is hold up. Yeah. Here's what we are going to do. We are going to grab the katana, right? And we are going to aggro the Ravager. You're gonna run away from him a little bit, and the Ravager's gonna get so mad he's gonna start sprinting at you. He's gonna start spitting at you. Well, guess what, baby? 3 swings and a miss. Actually, not even a miss. Just 3 swings with the katana. I just like using the katana because I have it memorized pretty down pat. You do 3 swings and then you move out of the way, because once you have the Ravager in this endless cycle, he will continue spitting, attempting to spit at you until he hits you. So all that you have to do, swing 3 times, move out the way, rinse, repeat, and before you know it, you're gonna have a dead Ravager on your hands. One of the mini bosses of Last Day on Earth with minimal effort being taken down. You'll get some points for the battle pass. You can get some big bones from him, actually, if you are lucky as well. And big bones are a pretty nice thing to have. Boom, our cargo value just increased, also taking him down. A great way of getting your cargo value up, amongst other things. So it's a pretty cool thing that you definitely want to do. And yeah, I mean, that's just kind of that right there. I mean, arguably, if you have the time and patience for it, you can literally fight the Ravager without ever... we just got a normal chest over here. I'm looking for that crate, man. But I mean, you can fight the Ravager without... I mean, we're just punching him, man. Like, you don't even have to use durability out for katana. You just need some time and patience for that. But listen, man, I'm capable of time and patience, but we're playing Last Day on Earth and we're recording, so we want to get straight to the good stuff as fast as possible, have the maximum amount of fun along the way. So that is the approach that we are taking. And yellow. Oh, no. That's that thing. That's what I hate about these hay bales, man. Oh my goodness gracious, there's a lot of zombies. All right, well, we're just gonna go ahead and shotgun rain, take out a lot of them. And they took out my pants. That was not the twist I was hoping for. This is bad, because that means we'll be taking more damage from the enemies. Now, I'm just waiting really quickly for our sprite shot over here to regenerate, so we could use that to maximum effect and just gobble down a little bit of that carrots too. Gobble down some of that bottle of water, and all right, hello, shotgun rain. Beautiful, that took out some of them. Let's take out the rest of them, because the zombies were fighting amongst each other, but apparently they're fighting with pillows, because they were not doing damage to each other. Only I'm the only one around these parts capable of doing damage, apparently. So that's cool. You know, I love when zombies just have pillow fights and I'm the one actually getting into some action. Now, I'm just trying to like, oh no, why do I have so many yokels this way? Where did you guys come from? Why am I being swarmed by random swarms of zombies? Dude, if the zombies come out of this hay bale, okay, they didn't, that is good. Let's take this box, and this is beautiful, because now we don't need to necessarily activate. Oh no, we're gonna die. We're actually gonna die. Dude, this is not good. This is not good. Drop it. Heal. Goodness gracious, man! What the heck? That's not very cash money of you! What was that prank? Is this on camera? Is this YouTubeception not gonna be a prank video instead of a Last Day on Earth video? What's going on? It was not a funny prank, Last Day on Earth. Okay, no more of that. But more of this crate to the end of the level to activate a thing. And then we're gonna fight a lot of zombies. And we should have enough to get the job done, because I still have another shotgun in our inventory. Yeah, this will be plenty, my friends. This will be plenty. So I'm going to carry this for a while. And we're just gonna go ahead and meander our way towards this little chainsaw that is gonna be protected by one zombie. So, Mr. One Zombie, meet Mr. Shotgun Rain. You're definitely feeling the pain. And we are gonna go and throw this and essentially attract the attention of every zombie in the world. Except for the zombie bullets. We're still gonna have to go out of our way to take them down, but boom, we just gotta throw that over there, and then we just gotta move out of the way because we have just drawn a lot of attention. A lot of attention, and trust me, I know attention. We've drawn a lot of attention their way. Oh, baby, we got another savage giant, and these guys, I mean, they appeared interested in aggroing me, but we're just gonna kind of try to run away because they're all gonna conglomerate as a giant group. And if we play our cards right, we can just go ahead and shotgun rain that giant group. If you don't have shotgun rain, you can also just go ahead and do it with some grenades, which is another fun, albeit more explosive way of doing it. Also, while we're at it, I mean, we got a little bit of peace of quiet here. We got a little bit of time to kill while that thing's finishing getting chainsawed up. Let's take down zombie bull number 1. Timber! And then we'll go and take down zombie bull. Oh, we've got someone's attention. A singular savage giant is interested in us. Well, guess what? I'm interested in your doom. And then there should also be the third zombie bull over here. Hello and goodbye. Yeah, that's right. Rear your timbers. Do whatever it is you're doing. Doesn't matter because you're dying, and we are getting a ton of points for our battle pass, which is a thing of beauty. Now. I hope that I will be capable of surviving this onslaught, because I have about half as many clothes as I usually do. And there's gonna be quite a few zombies up in here that are gonna be very interested in our demise. We're just gonna try to, oh goodness gracious, that is quite a lot of them. And all right, shotgun, rain, woo! All right, that took down a few of them. We still have a lot of rotten yokels coming our way. We are just gonna try to keep them a little bit distracted while our shotgun rain regenerates. That's gonna be the best play that we could possibly do here. All right, just let's bob and weave, run the train, run the zombie train like it's Call of Duty Zombies. Oh, just keep on running into obstacles, slowing them down a little bit. Ow. Okay, they did a little bit of damage to us. That's A-okay. It is A to the O to the K. Oh, no. And all right, let's try to get as many of y'all grouped up as we possibly can. Oh, no. There are two savage giants inside of each other. That is a recipe for disaster. And we're back for revenge. I brought pants and shoes, so we should fare a little bit better because I was half naked by the time those savage giants just absolutely did me in. Our dead body is gonna be right here. Hello, dead body. Hello, how you doing? Just please give me the stuff that you dropped. Thank you very much. I'll be taking all that off your hands. And lovely. Now let's go have a little bit of revenge. This time I brought some extra band-aids. Really, when those savage giants got us, I should have barrel rolled. But I kind of panicked because I was like, I could survive one hit, and then I kind of noticed that it was two savage giants inside of each other, which was not very cash money. Shotgun rain, beautiful. We'll take out, hey, we'll at least try to drizzle down some of the rotten yokels here. Yeah. And then we'll just kind of like be dealing with all these savage giants. We'll try to group them up as close, as tight-knit as possible. Oh no, that was a little bit of a close call over there. We just want to kind of like run them into a circle, right? Get them all nice and bunched up here. Get them all nice and bunched up, and then we're gonna hit them with a big old blast of shotgun rain. Oh, beautiful. The sketchy thing about that, though, was the little random rotten yokel there. Oh, we got a puppy that we can save over there, too. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. But first things first, take down the rotten yokel, and then we are waiting for the shotgun rain to regenerate so we can take out the rest of the savage giants while we are at it, because they're in a giant conga line, bro. They're lining up to play some limbo at a party, and yeet! Oh, goodness gracious, that could have been close. The thing about the shotgun is that its blast radius is just, its range is not very high, so we just get uncomfortably close to some of these guys while we're waiting for our shotgun animation to finish up. But it's all good in the hood. We got it taken care of, and let's just get a few more milliseconds here, and shotgun rain! There you go, that should do in the rest of you, and then a little pistol drizzle on top. Should do the rest of what we need. Now, we got a little bit lucky here this time because the side barn did open up. There's a chance of this opening up every time. There's a chance of a puppy spawning inside. How you doing? How you darn? And also a chopper inside, an under construction chopper that you can loot. And if you are lucky, you can get chopper parts. I was gonna say, if you're really lucky, you can also get your hands on the chopper gas tank, but you can also get your hands on, I mean, just pretty much all things chopper related, engine parts, chopper fork, chopper gas tank, gas, the whole shebang, and boom! boom. We also get to go ahead and loot this thing up over here where the loot is, I mean, not as exciting. It's kind of nice, but nothing too crazy. I'll grab some of this. I will come back for the rest after the video, though, because y'all definitely want to get straight into the port, and so do I. But before we do that, just really, oh, another puppy, let's go. Before we do that, really quickly, every time you visit the farm, if you are past Act 1, like Chapter 3 or something like that, boom, you can also get iron inside of here, which is definitely something you want to be collecting for your shenanigans at the port laboratory, or not the port laboratory, at the settlement. And then if you have the lockpicking perk, you'd also go ahead and open up this little doorway right over here. There are going to be 2 zombies on the other side, a rotten yokel, and then a savage giant. Luckily, should be able to take care of that easy peasy lemon squeezy without too much of a sweat, and then pop on open these 2 chests. The first one, ooh, actually not too bad over there. The lead pipe, metal pipe's honestly not too shabby either. And then also we got another one over here that we might be able to get some goodies out of. Big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. It's all right, man. I'll take it. I'll come back for the rest though. But there you have it, our little farm run to knock out all of the events going on and all the goodies we have acquired. I guess I could also pop our way into this little fenced-in section because I believe there is going to be a chest that we still want to open up in this corner. How you doing? There it is. And we might be able to get some goodies out of this. So big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. All right, we got some, I mean, I always like charcoal, man. I actually need quite a good chunk of charcoal now because of all the production we are doing out of our settlement over at our second base. So, I mean, stockpiling on fuel, always powerful, because fuel is energy and energy is power, and I want to be powerful, you know what I mean? But all right, I'm gonna go put some of this stuff away and meet y'all at the port. And we've arrived at the port, and before we get to the good stuff with well, none other than this beauty right over here. First things first, we gotta pop our way inside of the laboratory itself, where some newness also does await us, and we are going to finally build something that some of us have been clamoring for years to be built. I would know, because on my streams every single week, every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Sparta, if you're watching, this one's for you, baby. This one is for you. The seaweed farm is finally going to be built. Let's finalize that puppy and look at the beauty of this. And now that it is finalized, we can go ahead and throw in some catalysts, and out comes seaweed. First, you have to power it with some energy cells, and then we would have to throw in some catalysts, but unfortunately I actually didn't bring any catalysts, so that's kind of awkward. But we would throw in some catalysts, and then this would slowly produce seaweed for us instead of us having to run to the lighthouse every single time we want to do a laboratory run. We have now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unlocked the ability to just grow seaweed right out of here. It does cost, unfortunately, power cells, which, you know, currently don't have many uses, but could definitely be more useful down the line, especially with, well, with the submarine and with Act 3. There definitely could be a lot of uses with it, so I'm kind of skeptical to use too much of it, but it is something that some people have been wanting to see forever, so it is finally done. The seaweed laboratory is built. And also another thing that actually did happen during the past live stream is that we finally unlocked another very cool, extremely rare perk, and unfortunately is not the action hero perk, but it's actually the treasure perk. We're now in sectors B1 and B2. The treasure lurker can actually spawn in, and we can encounter it. However, I cannot activate this until the next time the laboratory resets. So next time, I will show this off for y'all, but for now, it's just a matter of time. I literally cannot show that thing off at the moment, but we do have that extremely rare perk, and we keep on, I mean, eventually, Ava, eventually, you have got to give me the freaking extremely rare action hero perk, because, like, you're running out of things to give me at this point, and eventually, I need that perk, and that perk, if you guys do not know, disables recoil in the laboratory. You literally, physically cannot miss in the laboratory after that gets enabled. That is very useful for hard mode, especially, or I mean even a normal mode, because you can make ridiculous combinations on guns. Like you can essentially make the Uzi not care about recoil and crank up its damage and fire rate without any regard for recoil, and it's gonna absolutely be incredible because it's never gonna miss. So it's gonna be uber powerful and normal. And then on hard mode, they got weapons like the Equalizer and the Resonator that will also never miss, which is really useful because you can't actually modify hard mode weapons to make them miss less. So that's another very useful thing. But speaking of very useful things, we have over here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the submarine, which is accessible via the control panel, where you have to enter the code or start the recovery procedure in order to start the submersion process, and you have to use the main terminal in the lab complex. Now, currently, there unfortunately is not a way of making use or utilizing of the submarine, but I do have incredible news for y'all, because if you do not know, the last Day on Earth updates lately have centered around the story mode, and we have just completed Act 1 and Act 2. We know that there's gonna be an update coming probably within like the next week or so, that is unfortunately a bit more of a minor update from what the last Day on Earth devs have been saying. It's just gonna be like some quality of life fixes and stuff like that, not a major content update. But and we know that usually between updates there's about, I would say, probably give or take, I mean lately I feel like it's been like probably month and a half to 2 months in between updates. So we can probably expect the next update after, and especially after having a minor update come out, I feel like we're gonna be probably due for a more major update to come out. So it seems almost, and at this point major updates pretty much only encompass the story mode and story updates and stuff like that. So it's essentially gearing up for Act 3 of the story to be released within, if I had to guess, maybe like May, late May, maybe like early July or something like that. Just given kind of like the time frames of updates, the frequency of updates that we've seen, etc., etc. That's kind of seems like what we are gearing up towards. And as I was saying, right, as we know, with the stories, each of them revolve around a certain vehicle and a certain area. Act 2, we can see this photo over here showing off our settlement, and then we can also see over here the vehicle on the front is the minivan. Act 1, which is kind of like a generic one. I mean, you can kind of see like the bunker in the back, because ultimately you're working your way towards the bunker and clearing the bunker, and the game's kind of showing you the ropes and stuff like that. And then also working your way towards the chopper and using that to unlock new things. So we kind of have a theme established that each act essentially centers around a specific location and a specific vehicle. And this one has the location of the port slash laboratory over there in the image, and we can also see the boat, which makes it seem like Act 3 is going to be very much so focused around the port laboratory and potentially some new locations up to the north. I've covered the possibility of these new locations up to the north, particularly the oil rig over in the northern areas that we currently cannot access. But another thing to consider is that, you know, these updates do bring with them new content. And what new content could be added to the port, to the laboratory for us to make use of? I mean, level 2 of the laboratory is already fully fleshed out. Level 3 has like the whole like kind of like train slash trolley that seems like you might be able to take that somewhere at some point. And there's also the potential for more floors to be updated. But another thing to consider, especially with kind of like the water theme of the port, and also with the potential of unlocking new locations to the north, is that this chapter might also encompass the submarine, because the submarine is one of the kind of like big things that's been teased at the laboratory for quite a while. We know that the act is going to center around the laboratory and around, you know, the boat and just seafaring vehicles. So the stars are kind of, no pun intended, starting to align for this to potentially be the coming out party, you know, the freaking like, woohoo! Absolute banger of a bash for the submarine and star. But why? Why would you want the submarine? Because here's the thing. If they want particularly the progression of kind of like some of the locations in the northern area to stay a little bit linear, right? And to not suddenly have the boat have access to, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about over here. Not suddenly allow the boat to have access to the oil rig right away. Because currently, in order to access the oil rig, it claims that you need the helicopter to get there. Now here's the thing. That's just set up like that because the helicopter is the one vehicle in the game that you can't craft yet. So that's just a way of making sure that no one gets there. All right. But like this, the transport required, the fact that it shows the helicopter, is subject to change. And oftentimes we've actually seen that change happen in the game where, you know, like they'll just change this from one vehicle to another for having like, you know, some way of getting to a location. So as we know, Act 3 is going to center around the port laboratory. We saw the image of the boat making it seem like, you know, taking the boat to some of these areas this is also going to be a part of the act and all that it does encompass. But then we also know about northern areas and, you know, kind of like one of the locations you ultimately unlock after you unlock the watchtower here. You reveal the oil rig up in the north, but you can't use the boat to get there. And I don't think it makes sense for the helicopter to be required to get over there. I know that there's a helicopter landing pad there, but listen, that doesn't mean you can also get to an oil rig. Like, you don't literally have to land on top of an oil rig to get there. It is very, very possible that there are other ways that you can board an oil rig, whether it be by boats, or if you can't make a boat get out there, there's also the possibility of the submarine. Because let's say, you know, the reason that you can't take the boat out to the oil rig is that the waters are too deep. They get too choppy and it's not safe for the boat to go over there. You know what would, I mean, if the waters get too deep and too choppy and too dangerous, I mean, you know what's a seafaring vehicle that's kind of, I don't know, built to be in the middle of the ocean? A submarine. And that is waiting in the dock of the port laboratory. So it's very much so possible that we might be able to access the oil rig by submarine and then see what new avenues that does unlock, potentially in the culmination of Act 3 and seeing kind of like what comes together with that. Because the reason I just don't think that it's gonna stay as the helicopter being required to get to the oil rig is because in terms of the storyline and all the chapters, I mean, technically speaking, we're not gonna unlock the helicopter by the looks of things until Act 5 of the story mode is revealed. And even then, by the time that the helicopter does get unlocked, I mean, literally the name of this storyline of these 5 chapters, it's called Army Bunkers at the Bottom, or that's actually like, I don't know if that's like the name of this or if that's like another tab or something like that one day we'll be able to click on. But perhaps once we get past these first 5 acts, we'll be able to click on Army Bunkers and access that. And we know, and we've known for a while, that the helicopter is the key to accessing Bunker Charlie, and I think it is going to stay that way, where we are going to require the helicopter to get over to the one bunker with a green icon above it, almost making it seem like Bunker Charlie, you know, similar to the gas station, is a friendly area filled with friendlies, similar to the port laboratory, you know, filled with friendlies, kind of like how there are friendlies kind of like on the top side of the sewer in that like little area. I mean, obviously if you go into the depths of the laboratory and the port, there's gonna be zombies there, but there's also friendlies topside. We can also, it seems like, expect Bunker Charlie to kind of be similar to that. And I don't know, man, there's a lot of different ways that this could play out, but just with that helicopter context in mind, I don't foresee the helicopter unlocking 2 new locations in both Bunker Charlie and the oil rig at the same time. Instead, I feel like the oil rig is going to pivot to actually work around the themes of the northern area, and if we can't take the boat over there, the submarine is kind of like the next logical thing. Otherwise, what's the submarine going to be good for? Just like exploring the depths of the water? Like what is going to be down there that would be so interesting for us to have to use the submarine? Like maybe looking for loot or looking through like shipwrecked vessels or something like that. I mean, it would be pretty cool to see like underwater, like recovering shipwrecks, seeing underwater zombies and stuff like that, and like underwater levels. That could be really cool. But I mean, just in terms of what we currently know, what we currently have on the map, and using some of that information that we do already have, I mean, this is kind of the main things that we are working towards. But yeah, there you all have it. It's some of the latest on the submarine and how it does play into the new update structure and the new acts and stories and chapters that Last Day on Earth has shifted to with their latest update schedule, and also kind of like a general timeline we could perhaps expect with the frequency of updates that we have seen. I do believe something in the middle of the year, perhaps. I mean, I think May/June is a pretty solid window to kind of expect this update to come out of. I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but just out of seeing the pattern of updates and stuff like that is kind of like what the vibes I'm getting from the update structure, kind of like the history of Last Day on Earth updates, how things have played out, etc., etc. But there y'all have it. Let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below about all of this, though, how y'all think all these pieces of the puzzle might fit together: the submarine, the oil rig, the helicopter, the Act 3, you know, potentially new floors in the laboratory, potentially a 4th floor in the laboratory, and maybe that floor is how we access the submarine or turn on the submarine or activate the recovery procedure. You know, there's like so many different ways that this could play out, but we know that Act 3 is going to center around this port location, and I mean, that's one of the main areas that really is left to expand on in the port via the laboratory and also things like the submarine. But let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below. Boy, that's it with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's gonna start bringing it to this episode of Last Day on Earth. Hey, you guys are holding for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.